Hi everyone, it's Michi here. So today I'm remaking my first video that I uploaded 8 years ago, back in 2016. It was my first speed paint and it's of Chiaki Nanami from Danganronpa 2. Sometimes I like to remake older drawings just to see how much my style has changed. It's fun and it's a good way of gaining perspective when I'm feeling doubtful about my current skill set. I feel like you never really appreciate the progress you've made until you look back and you're like, hey, I really have come a long way, you know? And I will keep developing and learning and changing and growing. And I say changing rather than improving because have you ever seen an artist redraw post online and actually prefer the quote-unquote old art? Not to diminish the artist's progress or improvement in their craft or anything, but just in terms of like aesthetics, I think all art styles have a certain charm to them, and whether or not you like an art style is, like all art, a matter of personal preference. So maybe you like my 2016 chiaki drawing more than this 2025 chiaki drawing, and that's okay. It doesn't take away from this never-ending artistic journey that I've been on. My art style is ever evolving, albeit slowly. Hopefully I can just keep making progress in my art. I mean, ultimately, the artist's perception of their own progress is the most important of all. The only person I'm trying to impress with these little doodles at this point is myself. I am a slave to the images in my head, and I try my best to bring them to life as close to the mental image as possible. So all that's to say is, personally, I prefer this 2025 drawing overall. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think I have improved a lot. I think my lines are cleaner and less stiff. It's not perfect execution, but I pay more attention to the symmetry of the face. I particularly like the way I've remade the eyes and the hair, and I'm more confident with my line work, and I think it shows. But at the same time, looking in hindsight, 2016 Chiaki's face seems more expressive than the 2025 Chiaki. If I knew how to do digital art, I could more easily push the expression a little more, as well as make other little changes that's difficult to execute traditionally, like once I'm done with a piece. Like, you know how you only notice mistakes after you finish a piece? And traditionally, it's kind of hard to make certain changes. Like, for instance, to push Chiaki's expression further, I would like maybe raise her left eyebrow to sort of like, you know, make her expression a little more interesting and less stiff. But once I ink that eyebrow and like ink everything else, it's kind of hard to like change. It's kind of hard to like erase what's already been inked without it looking weird or without, you know, other things fucking up too. I really have to learn how to do digital art, not to just create stuff, but honestly to like enhance my traditional work, to enhance and edit them. But anyway, other than that, overall, I think that I've come a long way in my sort of artistic journey, you know? Also, you've heard of drawing the other eye, but have you ever heard of drawing the other boob? Holy shit, I was struggling so much to get the boobs symmetrical here. I mean, I was just struggling to draw her boobs, period. I just couldn't get the shape or the size right. And in the end, they still ended up bigger than they were supposed to be, so, you know, whatever. It's funny because in the past few years, I've really taken a liking to drawing anime men. I just like a good anime man, you know? And thanks to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the various BL visual novels I've been consuming these past few years, I've been drawing a lot of like buff anime men with large chests. So drawing an adorable anime girl really took me back to my roots when all I drew were random anime girls. And it reminded me of how much I love drawing women and girls, and I should draw them more often. But it's just funny how my hand just seems to default to drawing big titties. Like, no, hand, you are not drawing Leander from Touchstar this time, okay? Not this time. This is a cute anime gamer girl, okay? Anyway, speaking of gamer girl, Chiaki was my favorite Danganronpa character back in the day. Do y'all remember Danganronpa? I won't deny that I had a major Danganronpa phase. And the other day when I was reminiscing over the series to draw this, I recalled the opening song of the first anime, and tell me why I was still able to rap the entire thing. Ask me anything I've learned during my undergraduate education that I've shed countless tears, money, time, and brain cells over. Ask me anything. Nothing. And yet, I'm able to recite word for word the opening rap of an anime song I haven't listened to in over 10 years. And it's like I'm completely taken over by muscle memory. It's crazy. Needless to say, Danganronpa took up a big chunk of my mind as a nerdy teenager ever since I first watched the anime back in, must have been 2014 or 2015, not too long before I uploaded my first speed paint. At the time, I just hadn't seen an anime like that before, with its compelling death game plot, thrills and puzzles, and distinctive art style. I mean, come on, the pink blood was pretty iconic, and it introduced me to the world of Danganronpa, where I watched playthroughs of the main games and spin-offs, and read Danganronpa 0, watched the Danganronpa 3 anime. Honestly, watching the Danganronpa 3 anime as it aired in 2016 was one of the most fun I've had online. I remember watching the episode of the week and immediately going to Tumblr to react and read people's theories, and look at fan art, and gush over the characters, and it was just a lot of fun. I just have a lot of fond memories attached to Danganronpa, so it has a special place in my heart. And Chiaki was my favorite because I just adored her design. She's so cute, the way I wanted to cosplay her so badly. She's sleepy and awkward, and she likes video games, so yeah, teenage me related to her a lot. And I appreciated her roles in Danganronpa 2 and 3, I like how she was the Watson character in Danganronpa 2, and she played a central role in Danganronpa 3, so we just got a lot of Chiaki screen time, which made me love her even more. Plus, her relationship with Hajime was so gosh darn cute. They were everything to me back then, OTP for real. I just really vibed with her, so it was only natural that she was the subject of my first speed paint all those years ago. Also, side note, but I like this style of inking that I'm slowly but surely mastering. Inspired by the work of, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher his name, but Shigenori Soejima. He's one of my favorite artists. I don't know if there's a name for this style, but I love how he uses dramatic lighting that casts shadows on the figure. And these shadows are so harsh that details are often drowned in just pure black. It really puts an emphasis on silhouettes and shapes and forms, and I just love the bold comic book look of that inking technique. The art of the Persona series has been inspiring me for many years. My art has really taken a more, I guess, stylistic and bold look. The Persona series is definitely inspired my work. I think it's super cool, and that's kind of like what I want my art to look like.
Danganronpa.
I know there's some nuance to redraws and artistic process, but can we applaud the objectively better quality of my recording setup? I remember back then I used my iPad and a basic iPad stand propped on a book to film, and I just slapped the video onto iMovie, sped it up, called it a day, and I thought I devoured. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. I was a YouTuber, okay? Hey, my setup now could be way better, of course. Like, I still use iMovie, I still use my phone to record voiceovers. Like, the quality could be better, but compared to back then, I'm more aware of like good angles and zooming in on details, making sure the viewer can actually see what I'm drawing. I'm more keen on like fixing coloring and brightness, and just, I don't know, I just put more effort into the editing process now. Again, I still have so much more to learn, but I think I can safely say that I've come a long way, and I'm excited to see how much further I can take my recording setup. Okay, I think I'm done rambling. Thank you so much for watching this video and listening to my spiel, and a super ultra ultimate special thank you if you stuck around all these years. Again, I'm just doing this for fun, so I really appreciate any bit of support I get, even if you only watch a minute of my videos. And I hope that you stick around a while longer and have fun with me as we draw together and to nerd out together and figure this out as we go. And maybe in another 8 years, I'll go back to this video and cringe towards my art style and the recording setup that I'm celebrating today. I mean, I hope that's the case, because that means that I've come a long way, you know? But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!